pick and choose which blogs they put up. The narrative that somebody's jealous to somebody that I actually donated to is diabolical. Who just randomly donates to people they hate? The only person in this whole situation that I will apologize to is Moataz and Braid because of how it looks and how it showed up. When it first started in that live, I told you that it was Realist Live first, that I had asked for help. And then that's when I went into the other live. They points would be more valid about jealousy if they only see me go in that live. And it was close to the first. Let's just all piece it together. So after that happened, I ended up sending the screenshots on the back end of what actually needed to be cleared up. I took all that money out and that's getting handled before I move out of this apartment. Did I not tell you yesterday that I'm about to move? And then I had to handle some shit? Okay, yeah. So the narrative now is that I'm jealous of Moataz. I'll apologize to Braid because I don't want people coming at him, and I really do value him, and to Moataz for anybody that's going to try to give him more hate. But the narrative of Alex is jealous and the most jealous bitch on the app of Moataz be fucking for real. All the lies y'all done held, women out here who ain't donated a damn thing but be yapping about him every 5 minutes, cut the narrative. The only thing that I will take accountability for, like I said yesterday, is wrong timing. That I will take accountability with, and I will not have a butt to it. I should have been better at that. But the narrative that I'm jealous, I'm hating, Mad Cow literally played the audio in her live the other day where Nisha brought up my marriage first. That's why I retaliated, which is why we say these blogs pick and choose what they want to recap. I didn't just say, girl, what about your husband? That's not my character. The minute that my wife got brought up, I retaliated. And remember, over here, ain't no fair game. So it is what it is. But like I said yesterday before I got off the thing, continue to support Trev, continue to support Moataz, or whoever need the help that they need. I got the help that I needed, and I appreciate everybody that did do what they needed to do. And that's really just the end of it. But I ask respectfully that my wife stay out of these conversations unprovoked. Thank you, Bella.
But Alex, you had just said ain't no limits on message top.
You know what? You're right. But I still have a right to my pen or my voice. That's all. And hey, Poozie.
Hey, Bookie Butt.
Okay. So that was Alex's perspective. Frankie?
Okay. I'm up here, so we're going to shake some tables real quick. Now, Alex, I get what you're saying about the marriage thing, right? But, you know, down in the comments, I'm reading the people down in the comments, and they feeling like you was on some jealousy, and they also feel like you are being rude to them, and you brought up the marriage first. That's what I'm saying. So I know you came up here and said Mad Cow played the clip, but nobody's seen that clip and nobody's heard that clip. So I'm trying to figure out, you know, why are we saying that we'll talk about marriages, but you brought hers up first? And then you brought up a group chat. What group chat were you speaking of at this time? And what did all this have to do with your point that you were making about Moataz?
Frankie, you stirred the fuck out of the pot.
We have questions. Is she still in here?
You, Bella.
So is Alex, are you even still here? Because I think she might have said her piece and left.
Alex said, I never said anything about Moataz.
I think that's the question that Frankie was asking. What did...
That's what she said in the comments.
Yeah, no. So hold on. Receipts only. Do you have that video? Because if the banter didn't start there, where is the beginning of how that conversation transpired? We can solve that right now. If not, we're going to continue to listen to the rest of this audio.
Disrespect, right? Yes or no? Right? So an hour or two ago, she
depending on who it is. Depending on who it
gets
is.
on the panel and runs her mouth, and I have to defend myself. Nisha, we gotta calm down. Remember, you started it. I'm part of it. So, bitch, now you stressed. Now you stressed. Remember, right? Because you wanted to run your motherfucking mouth an hour ago. Now I'm off work, so I'm clunking your teeth.
Okay, bitch. So meet me in real life. Come to Hawaii.
You want me to fight you in real life? You think I would really do that with you?
You can't even afford to fly here, you dumbass hoe. You are your fuck ass, fat ass fiance or whatever the fuck she is. Her ugly ass.
Okay, got it.
Looking like your motherfucking brother, you ugly ass bitch.
Get it all out in 4K. You're embarrassing yourself, not me.
No, you're embarrassing.
This is your digital footprint, not mine.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Right,
because you're broke.
Right, but remember, you got on the panel. I thought y'all said we supported. We support community. What's going on now? Bro. What changed?
Very much so, bro.
What changed? I thought we support community. We support community when we ask for help. What changed? Now my wife is a fat ass bitch. Now I'm a fat ass bitch. But Nisha got quick on the panel. I thought y'all just said we support each other.
Y'all both
what
happened,
guys?
With your sad ass. I'm sick of you crying on everybody.
Get it all out, baby.
Every
get it all out.
Shut the fuck up
get
and
it
go
all
live,
out.
bitch. Go live. Go touch grass. You on here crying and weeping every fucking day about something. Shut the fuck up.
Mind you, I ain't been on these panels. So
Shut the fuck up.
How, Nisha? So you been waiting to get your shit off. You lame as a bitch. You been waiting.
You lame as a bitch.
Can you find your own personality?
Get it.
Can you find your own personality?
You can't afford to come where I'm at.
Can you find your own personality?
You can't afford to
married
come
and
where I'm
miserable,
at.
but you're married
That's
too.
the problem.
So both of us are married and you're talking to me. I guess we both miserable. What's next? What the fuck I thought?
Far.
It was definitely glitching a little, but yeah. So,
Look,
yeah.
did Nisha Lauren ever ask for any money?
I'm sorry, that wouldn't be a question for me. I'm literally not here to answer any questions. If y'all have any questions, it will be to discuss within each other.
Personally, Uzi, I've never heard Nisha ask for any money. I've heard her give out a lot of money, but not ask for any.
Okay, so you understanding what I'm dropping down, Frankie? So to me, the argument would be about the money part, the asking, the begging. Alex comes back with, you a cheater. I'm not really getting it.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't understand why it went to that level when the conversation first started off about asking for help. And then, as black women, us asking for help and being judged. So I didn't understand why it went to that level of talking about marriages. It just never made sense. It seems like to me that there was some animosity there from the beginning.
Well, I did notice that Alex said it's in so many words. She said she took the bait. I wrote that down as a note.
Okay, so
Alex came in on this one, stirring the pot, set the trap. Nisha ate the bait. She derailed it to expose her marriage for diabolicalness.
So it was deeper than Mortez. It was about those two ladies.
Yeah, because Alex said Nisha came for her marriage first. So Alex had to, she did what she had to do to get her lick back.
So it was all over the place. And the comments, it's like, they're confused. I'm confused. The panel's confused. It's like, we can go on to the next case.
I'm not confused. I deliberate, sir. That's what we do. We're a jury. We deliberate. You can't just say I'm confused and go on to
the main thing was Mortez.
It's basically about marriage and money.
I know, but the beginning was Mortez.
Motated, if you're confused, maybe we should drop you down and bring somebody else up that's not.
Opinion that what Bella said was about Mortez, correct?
Okay, but that's
Okay,
where
so
it
I'm not
started off
confused.
at.
Stuff you know.
That's where it started off at. But you see, just like me and Pussy just discussed, it started off as Motas and then it went to something different.
How they really feel about each other.
Exactly.
Right. Right.
Okay.
So I got some questions. If Nisha is in the audience and Alex is in the audience, what is the underlying beef between you guys?
Drop.
Alex say something about the young lady was talking about her in a group chat. I guess they got exposed. I don't freaking know, but I did hear that. That's why I started originated from the issues between them.
Well, it sounds like she just brought that up to show that Nisha already had a problem. So Nisha is taking this opportunity to come for her. But Alex did nothing wrong in expressing her opinion. She has a right to however she feels about whatever topic that people were talking about. She just was not on the side that was favorable to everybody else, and we get it. So when Nisha came for her and addressed her in a negative manner, what you want her to play nice? We don't play nice. When she addressed her, she had every right to respond in whatever manner she chose to respond in, even dragging her marriage. A lot of us have had our marriages drug. What's the difference now?
Okay, I can understand that. Um, so, so it started off because of Alex's different opinion on the situation.
Right, in Manny's live. That's where it started. I'm gonna call a name since nobody else want to call a name. The conversation started in Manny's live from when I saw it, and people didn't like Alex's stance for it. And Alex has always been a person that favored black. You know what I'm saying? So this is not new. She's going to favor us, and I appreciate that about her. So, but when she favors us, then they're like, "No, you're wrong," and calling her jealous. They even called me jealous. What is there to be jealous of? Just because you have a difference in opinion, it's called a conversation. It doesn't have to mean that you're jealous. And so when she expressed her opinion about the situation, then people started attacking her, and they went to Braid's live, I'm assuming, and it just continued. So when she told her she was jealous and said all the things, and you are a beggar and you need to go touch grass and you married and bringing up all this kind of stuff, of course that's going to trigger Alex, and her response is not going to be a nice one. So I don't think Alex did anything wrong in this situation, because she should have felt safe to be able to express her opinion, even though it was different.
Okay. So I'm reading down in the comments. They're saying that it started off in Braid's live and Alex was being rude and jealous of what was happening for Motaz. Is that correct, Drop?
Asking for money somewhere else. But the conversation about Motaz, I first saw in Manny's live. Now, she may have had a conversation in another live about money. It may have been in another live about money, but the outrage of the people came from when she gave her opinion. In my opinion, the people outraged came from when she gave her opinion about Motaz. That's what I saw. She may have had a conversation in another life about money. You see what I'm saying? There may have been a conversation about money, and they're equating, oh, well, she's just talking about Motaz because she wanted money. They're trying to triangulate all of those conversations and say that's the only reason she had the feeling that she had about Motaz. It doesn't matter why she had those feelings. She should have been able to express them, is what I'm saying. She should have been able to express her opinion, however other people think about it.
I agree. I agree. She definitely should be able to express her opinion. Anybody else on the panel? You guys definitely want to join into the deliberation?
Okay, Drop got 90. I'm at the shower now. Drop got 90% of it right. The thing about it is, I never said anything negative about Moataz. This is why this whole thing is literally comedy at this point. Nobody ever said anything negative. You did start a Manny's Live. And there were people that had asked questions on multiple panels about why would there be a beef amongst black people with Moataz? And I simply offered up a difference of opinion. And I said, I think that some of them feel as though we are quick to help others rather than ourselves. That's an opinion. And I've also said that we tend to punch down. Look where we at right now. We tend to punch down on when black people ask for help. That y'all saying she came in and attacked Moataz. No, I didn't. My black ass asked for some help because I went through something recently. That was it. The fuck y'all think I'm moving for? That's literally what just happened. Nobody ever came. I never said nothing negative. I whole ass just told QJ that there's no need for her to police what he does with his teeth. Poor people deserve health care. All of these things y'all know about me already. I don't understand why we playing games. Because I had one bad day. Please. At the end of the day, this started off by us having discourse. I've been saying y'all need to leave, let Trev do what the fuck he gonna do with Moataz. But if y'all want to ask questions like, well, why do black people feel offended with him being supported? How are y'all asking questions? Somebody gives you dialogue and it's still a problem. Do you want to know the answer or not? And who donates to people that they jealous of and don't want to see be good? Even when they not doing good. Y'all giving up y'all lives to some of the shit y'all going through with a motherfucker you hate? See how stupid that sound? It doesn't make any sense. So at the end of the day, listen, baby, I promise you I'm good with being crucified. If this is what the best y'all got on me, being the worst person for the week, I really don't give two fucks. At the end of the day, well, I give a fuck enough to address it now. But moving forward, no, it is what it is. I didn't, and the clip, Frankie, I mean this with all respect. I'm trying to get this other phone on. I screen recorded because individuals like yourself come up on panels and say stuff like, well, we didn't hear it anywhere. Well, we didn't see it anywhere, but won't go look for it. There was a clip that happened before in Mad Cow's Live the other day where my marriage was brought up first. That's when I responded. I don't need to lie about that. And there's something, matter of fact, big box me.
Okay, Alex, I can understand you're upset, but I'm just bringing the questions that the people wanted to know.
Right, but you talked so definitively and said we didn't hear her say anything. But that would be plausible if you had context, though.
We didn't hear it based off that clip, though. So, I mean, am I lying?
Regardless if your marriage was attacked or not attacked, they can't police your response when you feel attacked. We've already established that people can respond however they choose. Some people might take it to hell and some people might just back off.
I think the thing too that's really blowing my mind is the fixation on me asking for the help, the fixation on my wife being a fat ass and a stank ass and all these other things, rather than it being that, you know what, Alex, you was wrong. Let's just stop on that. You had bad timing. This didn't turn into a whole motherfucking lie for lie for lie. I'm not interested in going this hard for none of y'all marriages. I'm not that dedicated. So, and then too, everybody's jumping down my throat about the timing. And she's mad because other people are being blessed. When has that ever been a thing for me? All the money y'all done gave niggas on this side of TikTok that was not black, and all of a sudden I'm just now outraged. That doesn't make any sense. Lastly, I love how the highlight again is the $600, and the highlight is me jumping from Realist Live to another live, but not the fact that this girl done told me like 5 times to take my life. And then it's starting to try to, have me meet up. I'm not meeting up to fight her. I don't got no beef with her. This is not that serious. Now let me find a screenshot. Give me like 2 seconds.
It's just a court case, Alex.
It's not just a court case. It's when it involves my wife, it's not just a court case. Thank you.
The same way you swinging for your wife, that's how Nisha has to swing
and
for
she
her.
has a right. I'm not mad at her about that. But she could have kept me taking my life out of it though. Anyway, this is the screenshot that I took in Mad Call Live the other day. Icy Bliss was literally there and said, Nisha said you aren't you married, da da da. And that's when Alex responded, stop lying. We all heard the clip in Mad Cow's Live the other day. I didn't wake up and start talking about this girl. And in terms of the group chat, yes, they already held a live months ago about her saying that I just think it was odd that Alex would be talking about wanting to unalive herself, right? And then turns around and then gets on the app and talks about you should unalive. That's the only thing that I found weird, is because how you go from being pro somebody, advocating for yourself and somebody DMs about not wanting them to unalive themselves and we were just having casual conversation. So then turn it into now, oh, well, bitch, you can kill yourself. That don't make sense. So yes, Drop's right. She's been feeling away. And I don't know how y'all don't see that. Yeah. So that's why I'm confused, because in Moataz's live, when she jumped up and was popping her shit, I'm like, I didn't even know the girl had a problem with me. I was confused. This is one-sided beef, is what I'm saying. Mark me guilty. Shit, whatever y'all got to do to move this shit along.
Okay, so Alex, we're going to have a discussion. That's just what it's going to be. Just like it's with anybody else, Alex, when there's things going on, we discuss. So we had asked, it seemed like it was some underlying beef. Now you're giving context to it. So we got to ask the question so we can discuss, Alex. You're no different from anybody else over here.
I feel that. That's fair.
Okay, so we're going to discuss it. So we wanted to know. Because to us, it seemed like it was more than just the Motaz thing.
I don't have no beef with her. Nisha did a phenomenal thing for my best friend when the crisis happened in Florida some months ago. She looked out. Her and HB held a wonderful live, and they donated back to a lot of people. Nisha was one of the ones that gave back. Since then, I didn't even know about them in the group chat discussing me possibly on a live, and until it came to TikTok, I had no clue about none of it. After that happened, a message got sent where she was like, I didn't really say nothing bad about you. It was whatever. I just simply didn't think that it should be brought to the app. I was like, okay, I read it and I didn't say nothing because at the time, I just didn't have the mental capacity to respond to it. I didn't drag her. I didn't go live about it. I didn't backdrop her. Y'all know that's just not who I am. So time has went on, and in back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, that was crazy because I thought me and you never had no beef, but it is what it is. I let it roll off my shoulders. So then to see that happen the other day on Friday, rushing to the panel to be like, she's a hating ass, jealous ass bitch. And then we go to another live. That's what's confusing to me because I didn't know we still had no problems. I'm lost. Do y'all understand where I'm coming from?
Right.
There's no in between here. I'm not about to be gaslit. So I don't understand what's happening. So that's why my response was what it was, because I see it. We had like 4-5 days of arguing back and forth, but I'm like, what is going on right now?
Okay. All right. Thank you for the context. That's all. I just wanted to know the context. Thank you, Alex.
I think the confusion is coming in from you're saying that we're not supporting each other, but you just gave an example of us supporting each other.
Right, but Pussy, I'm talking on a collective scale, honey. What I'm saying is, anytime I just strictly made, when they asked the question of why could there be some discrepancies with people being supported that are not like us? Why are people getting upset that look like us when others are being blessed that are of a different culture? I said, well, just to offer up, another point of view, just for dialogue purposes, it could be because of how we see the app treats Black women when they ask for help, right? And then I also, basically, Poozy, you're right in a sense, but collectively speaking, and no offense to you, you've been one who have asked for help, and well, maybe let me not use you because I don't want them to drag
you. Good.
But at the end of the day, like when somebody's asking for help on this side that look like us, you got to provide screenshots. You got to provide your mama birth certificate, your social security number, all of this crazy shit. And even after you do what you need to do for it, you still get dragged months later. Y'all got to stop opening up conversation for dialogue, and then people have it, and then it's a problem. That's literally just how this goes. But that's all I wanted to say, Poozy. I'm not talking individual experiences.
I don't disagree with what you just said, Alex. I agree with that.
But that's my problem, Frankie. They acting like I'm pulling it out of my ass for some reason. I don't know. Like I just made it up on a whim. But yeah, regardless if folks think I'm proving a point or not, whoever did give what they give is coming back to you, and I appreciate y'all. Frankie, did you have any other questions though?
We ain't gonna act like Shay, who was sick, said the same thing when Glock drug her for asking people to support her battle. Y'all stop acting obtuse. Every time a Black woman get up here, I see people in the comments, you're married. Why you gotta ask for help? You're married. Just because you're married, they have some poor people that are married. Actually, there are poor people that still can't maintain in this economy that we have. So that's the point. Y'all are making the literal point.
You got Bella. If you ready to do they want to move off. Thank you, Drop. If y'all willing to do the, what you call it, the verdict.
Alex, one more thing, Alex. A wise woman once told me that the first 7 years of a marriage is always going to be the toughest, if not 17. And I think we all know that you're going to fight for these next 7. You're going to do what you have to do. But just continue to take it one step at a time. And even though you may think people are against you, you still have us that are rooting for you. So just, Take it easy, baby girl. Just take it easy, okay?
Yeah, I will. I'm not. It's still love. I ain't looking to fight Nisha. I ain't looking to do what folks do on this side. All that other stuff dragging for days. I'm over it. It is what it is.
I disagree because Alex literally said that she was just doing it to prove a point, and she didn't. She didn't really need the help.
Untrue.
But you did though, babe. When you came
When
up,
did I say it? Show us. When did I
you
say
said
it?
you said my point. You said point proven. You put that in the comments several
My point
times.
proven, you know what now you are correct about the point proven, and the point proven goes back to what Drop said about how black women are treated. I told you I went in 2 lives and asked for help and immediately got drugged for asking, and y'all thought I was lying. I also stated yesterday that I sent screenshots to more than one black woman showing them the ledger as to what I needed help with. I never lied. Y'all just didn't like the timing, rightfully so, and I agree with y'all. Timing was wrong, but I never lied. I also just stated, thank y'all for the help because I just met my goal. And with the money that I did receive, I handled what I needed handled before I moved. That all just happened in 10 minutes. So again, what did I lie about?
Baby, you definitely lied, Alex.
Okay,
You was playing a little game.
Well, that's
You was
fine,
playing a
HB.
game, and you
That's
also
totally
wait
fine.
a minute. You also revisited when you and Nisha was arguing. You also revisited, I believe, the situation with Motaz. That just further proves that you
because she jumped on the panel. HB, what are you talking about?
Because you're speaking about the people that support, and she's one of his biggest supporters, if not the biggest one.
I spoke after she addressed me. What you were there? What are you talking about? Fuck.
Alex, you always do this. You
okay,
do.
that's fine.
It's a habit now.
You and I, that's okay. Still, we don't got to go back and forth. Can we do the verdict and move on? They over it anyway. It don't matter anyway. It's not like this needs to be a thing still. Nobody needs any more money. Moataz is still going to get my support. What's next?
Okay. So, jurors, y'all done asking any questions that y'all need to Alex while she is here?
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
Okay. So as far as oh, hold on. All right, Alex, we do have someone who has a question. So one moment.
And I'm sorry, Bella. Good morning, Bella. Good morning, Blaze. Good morning, Pound.
Good day, HB and the Dangerous. What's good, Rose and the Garden?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. So I'm trying to just stay out of it. However, I do have to call out things that I did see, and I could be wrong. But if I'm not mistaken, the question that Alex was asked was, why are you in the comments asking for cash apps when you just got married? And then from there, that's when the conversation became deeper. And then that's when Alex said that she felt she was disrespected in regards to her marriage. And then that is when it started going back and forth. But it wasn't just Nisha that asked that question. It was other people that also asked, if you just got married, why are you asking for help in the comments? What happened? Other people were saying, if you are boasting about how your wife is getting you flowers and they cost, and we know a bouquet of flowers cost a certain amount of money, why is it not going to the things that you really need help with instead of flowers? And then another person also said in the comments that Alex had made a video saying that her wife had bought her and other people a bouquet of flowers because Alex said that that her wife knows that she likes to support other women. And so I'm just telling you what I'm just.
No, I'm just cracking up. So 2 weeks ago, y'all said I was getting divorced. Now y'all talking about my wife buying flowers. To be this pressed over a marriage is crazy.
Hold on, because I'm not here to argue a point or anything. I'm just telling you what I remember, and I could be wrong. So the people were trying to understand, like, if all this money is being spent on other things, then when a serious situation happened, what's going on with the money management? So a lot of people were questioning the money management. No one really cared about the timing of it because there's no perfect time to ask for help, right? It was more so the tone that people were bothered by. They were bothered by how Alex was going about it. To the point where even people who knew her were questioning, like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? Because of the tone. It was never about the time. It was the tone and how it was happening. So I just wanted to give context because I think a lot of people are lost, and that's what I remember. But like I said, I could be wrong.
No problem. Things happen in marriages.
So it sounds like
So Rose,
saying,
how can somebody be pressed about the marriage? You made a post saying I did all I could do, talking about your marriage.
I don't even follow me, so how would you know?
Because somebody brought it to $2 panel.
Also, y'all are jumping around about my marriage on the app.
Okay, so hold on. Alex, you don't even want your marriage. Let's stop playing games here before it gets stupid.
Right.
Like I said, somebody brought it to $2 panel and they spoke on it. And nobody have to follow you. We are all mutuals. So you are going to come down our FYP. But you know, I would never go looking. I'm
not mutuals in any of y'all, actually.
So you do stuff for attention. When you get the attention, you're like, why do you guys do this? And why are you guys doing that? It's always me. You know what? I can take the beating. You do that little number. That's the same thing you did the other day when it came to the support for Motaz.
Okay.
I'll say that
move from this side of TikTok at this point, because it's
I actually agree with you. Now I'm not. No, you actually are right. I'm not being sarcastic.
So when? Because this has been going on for like over a year.
Right. You're right. I would say honestly today, HB, I think you make a good point.
And I will say that no one just decided to just bash your marriage. In fact, when the information was provided, there were people defending your marriage. Like there were people saying like, nah, I don't know about that. Because a lot of people didn't see the post that some saw. A lot of people didn't see that post that you had made about your relationship. So I guess when it
about my relationship, once again, more accusation. Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused.
You actually want attention. You want it to be about your marriage. I don't think the issue is
what's
your
still
marriage.
The discussion. You told me to leave this side. I'm going to do it.
I know.
But
it's not. You're making it about your marriage. Your wife has got to be embarrassed because you're making it about your marriage, babe. You're making everything about your marriage.
You had a whole live about her though.
I didn't have a whole lot about y'all. That's cap.
Well, partially.
I spoke on it on Nisha's panel.
Okay.
Yeah. To further prove that you cap, like, with all it is. Seriously.
Okay. That's fine.
I have a question. So it sounds like what Rose was saying is she's married. She should have money. Her wife buy flowers and do all these fantastic things, spending money. So she shouldn't need money.
No, what Rose is saying is she just said she was straight just a week ago.
Okay, yeah. So I want to bring that back to another creator who needed $5,000 to move, but was clocked because we see all the big gifts and you have all. You know what I'm saying? We see all these big gifts, so we choose to help who we want to help, regardless of the amount of money that we make. We had Glock up here bragging about all the money that she has, but people still supported her. So can we support the people regardless if they're married, but regardless if their mate buys flowers for other people, or do we just do that with certain people who we like, not those who give us a hard time at times? Because
that to you. So Black Diamond, not the random person. Black Diamond has a platform, and she provides. I don't even want to call that shit entertainment. She sits up there in the morning and she do the robot and shit and stuff, and she provides panels for people to come up and entertain the other people. And so she has a team. She has a support system. Alex does not have a platform. We don't see much of Alex. Alex does not provide us with anything. Alex does not have a team. Alex is literally popping out of the blue saying, this is what I need. If you guys don't get it, I'm going to break down how Black people are supportive of Black people, etc. It's a big difference between.
So I'll say this to you, HB. She didn't bring up the conversation. Either Manny or somebody on Manny's panel.
Thank you.
Yep, so here we go. It's not fair to say that she did anything. All she did was entertain the conversation.
Our comment sections of each live to control us. Yeah.
Okay, she came in later.
The reason why I came up and said
she came in later, but I do want to say
a lot of
that went down with Black Diamond that she needed the $5,000 and needed the Amazon wish list fulfilled. It was Manny who clocked that and said, well, why do you need this? Why do you need more support from the people outside of the support that they already give you? So if Alex say that I need more support outside of the coins that y'all have given me today, there should be nothing wrong with that, because everybody needs the support that they need.
I supported her registry. I did.
You did, and I appreciate you, HB. I do.
And I was ready to support that day about the 600. So she came up there and was like very defensive. I'm like, what's up with Alex? What's going on? And I just got agitated.
Hey, Bella, I just got to say something. I'm sorry.
Fabuloso, but thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that.
Sorry. Hi, Bella. Just to make it clear, Nisha, they were going back and forth, And then they were arguing, and then Nisha did bring up her marriage first. She did. She goes like something about worry about your marriage or something like that. And that's when they start talking to each other's spouses. That's literally what happened. So Alex had nothing that day. Alex did say she was having a bad day or something like that. And then later, Nisha was like, well, shouldn't you go worry about your marriage or something? That's when she explained that she had a bad day. That's why she posted that video. And that's when Nisha attacked her.
Babe, that's Cap. Play the clip.
I swear, that's literally what happened.
No, ma'am.
Rose,
Can
shut
we
the
play the
fuck up, you
clip?
fat bitch. I'm sick of your fucking shit. You're getting on my
Whoa.
motherfucking
Oh my
nerves.
God. What?
Shut the fuck up.
Wait.
Shut the fuck up, you big bag bitch.
What?
Mouth is so wide. Shut up. I'm sick of you.
What?
Literally sick of you.
Stop.
All you do
What?
is get there and interrupt people's shit. I'm literally talking about Alex.
I was misdirected. I didn't cut you off, babe. That was HB. Why the fuck? Why do y'all do that? HB will literally play in y'all face and y'all attack somebody else. Bitch, talk to HB.
I ain't even do nothing either. Because I can be a bad bitch too.
Girl, you cut her off. How dare you? She thought it was me.
No, I was just I was respectfully disagreeing. I was like, hey, maybe she missed something in the clip that I heard.
Oh my God.
What the hell?
I see people in the comments saying attitude. I see people in the comments talk about attitude. So to me, what it sounds like is for a black person to get help, especially a black woman, they have to kiss y'all ass. If they not kissing y'all ass or groveling for your support, you don't really want to give it. Because that's
gotta kiss mine.
I keep hearing it.
I ain't got to know them.
Okay, so that just threw me off. Okay, so
I ain't got to know them, but I am looking for 30K coins this morning, and then 30K for the second half of the day. So if somebody could send me a lion now, that'd be nice. A lion would be nice.
So the comments was very adamant on it was the tone. That's why I said that. They're not my sentiments. It's not my personal feelings towards Alex. It was how they felt about her tone. They felt like it was very defensive. It was very
My money ain't right. I'm like a motherfucker.
Yeah. So, but also
for me if I don't have no money.
Right, I get that drop, but also like they felt like she was being entitled. That's what the word that kept flooding the comments. They felt like she was being entitled. They felt like the attitude was entitlement, and then the response, if it wasn't going the way. It seemed like if it wasn't going the way Alex wanted it to go or how it should have went, then the people were upset about it. Now, me personally, me as well as HB and Braid, we actively were asking her, like, what's going on? Tell us what's happening, because our face was scrunched up. Like, we feel the energy is heavy. Even I remember telling her that the energy was heavy, and I'm not keen on tone policing anybody. So instead of me tone policing, I just asked her what's wrong, like what's going on, because we can sense that something was happening. But I guess because there was so much happening in the live prior to that I guess it transferred over into the other live. And I don't think that she meant for it to come off that way, because when I did tell her that it seems like she's extremely defensive and something is going on, she said, well, I'm going to try to check it. So Alex was aware, because not only did I say something, Braid said something, HB said something, until she got fed up and was just like, nah, like, and then it changed. But at one point we were all trying to understand because we all wanted to help. It was just how she was responding to us when we hadn't done anything to her. And it felt like we had did something to her and we couldn't understand what we had done when we were trying to help.
I literally came up on the panel monotone as hell. Lily even in the comments said we tone police and she not even loud. Like at this point, again, I don't agree with my timing. I think it was terrible. I keep taking accountability at accountability court. But this whole, you were just a little aggressive, a little hostile. If I was like, can y'all give me some motherfucking money? Okay. Coming up and being like, hey, you know what? Y'all muted me first in the comments. Then I came up on the panel and then spoke and it was still aggressive. It's not about the what, it's the who. Can we do the verdict, please, and move on? I'm cool with being guilty. And I'm cool with taking HB's advice as well. And I'm not being sarcastic. Can we just move on, please?
Okay.
It was damned if you do and damned if you don't. You take accountability, you fucked up. You don't take it, you still a bitch. Please.
I just want to let you know, Alex, that I didn't say you were aggressive or hostile at any point in time. I said that you were defensive. Those are completely different words, and they mean
Defenses after what, though, Rose? After what?
defensive because you were just in another live defending how Black women are never respected and how Black women don't ever get support.
In Realist Live? That's where I came from, Zay.
No,
Was Realist Live.
In Manny's live. In Manny's
live. But that's
live,
not the timeline, is what I keep telling y'all. I was in Realist Live. Go get Realist.
So, Alex, do you know where we can get the clip at least?
Which one? Jesus Christ.
Y'all
would have thought y'all had context for this whole case. You right, Essence.
Alex, you know we only go off the video that we got at hand. If it's more, we need more. Don't do us like that, Alex. I'm just saying, HB.
When y'all throw that word entitled around, it just means that you have a level of expectation. Nothing wrong with her having a level of expectation for Black people, especially the Black people that she's in boxes with and in comments with many times on this app. It's nothing wrong with having a level of expectation. So stop acting like
we need to have a level of expectation for our partners too.
I think the people are saying that the content.
Unfortunately, Poozie, the bailiffs had to come and get you. Sorry. So, yeah. Yeah, I know. Well,
good morning, Bella.
Good day.
I just wanted to make a comment that everybody has been expressing how Alex goes on everybody's platform and spams her Cash App. And everybody's tired of it.
So this happens more than often is what you're saying?
Right. And the only point is, like, she's making it seem like this is just one time that I've asked for help. On the morning show, she was asking for help then. She asked for help for the gala last year. I'm just trying to understand, like...
How is that different from Trina, Poozie, and all these other people that ask for help?
No, it's the point.
I was going to say respectfully, that don't... What does that have to do with the case?
It's the point that she has... What does that have to do with the case? The point is that she makes it seem like, oh, this is one time and everybody's so mad at me. No.
This isn't about that. The case is about two women going back and forth about what they really may feel. Marriages, money. That's what I was asking.
Listen, Ivy, thank you.
I'm giving context to why she is sitting around making it seem like everybody's mad at her. Because more than less, I don't feel like her and Nisha... Hold on, because
Nisha attacked her. So how can you say that people are not mad at her? Nisha attacked her first for her opinion.
No, it wasn't for her opinion. It was because she does the same thing over and over again. People are tired of it.
It was for her opinion.
Can I chime in, Bells? Good morning, everyone. I just feel as if Alex wants the same support that everybody else gets, regardless of the person. As she said, is really not the what, it's the who. And that's absolutely true. You know, Alex, of course, she has her rant. She does her, Black thing as she does with us, and that's she's going to continue to do. But I just feel as if she does not get the same support as everybody else. Because, I mean, there's going to be different circumstances where you're not going to agree with her. But, I mean, she had like a big milestone within her life. You know, she's getting married. Y'all said she didn't have nobody. Nobody wanted her. You talk bad about her looks, her body, her sexuality at times. Like, it's just, when can we support Alex? When can we love on Alex? And it doesn't seem as if Alex gets that love that she's looking for. So that's why she may have came off, after asking a little pissed. And I don't blame her, because it's like, you got everybody, they may be up to par and they still got their hand out, as we say, i.e., what was it? Glock. Glock, she's paid, but I mean, everybody always helps her out. So what's the difference? Marriage is a milestone. And it does not always mean that she maybe came up within a bad term. Maybe she just wanted, a couple kudos, a couple flowers. Pick a little couple things off her Amazon wish list. It's the small things that counts for Alex.
Can I speak to that one point you made with Glock? Is it helping Glock out or just paying it forward? She put a lot out, so they were just simply giving some of it back.
I mean, Alex put a lot out too. If you look at her topics, even when she goes on panels, she gives a different point of view to everybody.
So you think Alex does not get enough support in your...
Absolutely.
It does not.
I agree.
I have a question. Was Rose dropped?
Was Rose dropped? No.
Check your Cash App.
Oh. Yeah, no, it wasn't Rose that was dropped. It was Poozy that I had so far.
No, I sent the Cash App and it says Rose. Yep, it was not Poozy, so bring her back. It was Rose.
Okay, hold on.
Thank you. Fucking fat bitch. Can't come back up here.
Oh. Yeah? Yep, as a matter of fact, so yep, Poozy, come on back up. Rose, I don't know who that is. I don't know. But yeah, Poozy, go ahead, request back up. I'm not quite sure what you did to her, but yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know what. Rose, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know.
She said Rose laughed in the comments. That's what she commented because Rose laughed. Hey Bella, hey panel. So I think a lot is being missed here. I think the way people perceive things that they've seen Alex
All Rose
do and
does is
say.
run her mouth and talks too much and interrupt like I'm doing right now. Sorry, Proxy. I didn't mean to do that. And I'm sorry.
So I think it goes into a lot of things, right? Like I know it was said expectations from peers that she's in panels with, but these are the same people that you belittle, tell that they're uneducated. You tell them that they're broke. I've heard Alex say that's like her key line. Like you can call me anything, but you can't call me broke, right? You call them broke. You call them uneducated. When women have issues, you ask them why they deal with black men who can't support them. Why do they have partners and black men who can't step up and do what they need to do, and how she would never be with a broke partner. And now you just got married and you on here asking for money.
$50 for Rose, y'all.
And $25 for me.
So it just really don't make sense. So I think that's what has a lot to do with the response that people are giving her. It has nothing to do with just, oh, I saw somebody say that Alex gets treated like this because she's a dark-skinned woman. And I think that's just crazy. The reason she gets treated like, and the way she did come in Motaz's panel, HB and Rose are not lying. Alex came in there and she was like, that's what I thought. See, that's what I was saying. Before she even gave people a chance to even see what was wrong with her. Like, what's wrong? What do you need? She didn't come on the panel. She just was dropping comments saying, see, that's what I thought. That's what I was talking about. And everybody's like, what are you even talking about? Nobody knows what's even going on. You just came in here and when she got in the panel, when she was talking, it was passive aggressive and it was nasty and it was heavy. Rose is not lying. It was very like, what's happening?
She was defending herself. Like, come on, be for real.
I'm back.
I bet you are, big back bitch. There you go, taking control of another fucking life. There you do. It's all you do is take control of another life.
So I see.
wanted me to unalive.
What was she?
But can we have order? Proxy was talking. It's in order. It has been ordered.
My bad, Proxy.
I was done. That's all I had to say. So I don't think it's
I will say this, Bella. Proxy really just clocked it in. I see. I'm confused. Defending herself about what? The only thing we was asking was, do you really need help? What is it for? Et cetera, et cetera. She was like, does it matter what it's for? I'm like, yeah, we know why we're helping Motaz. We know his situation. It was very much like that. I ain't have no problem with Alex, so I wouldn't have just automatically felt no way. I was like, oh, you doing that thing again. And that shit just starting to get old.
No, I'm not
If
gonna
we're going to
lie.
hold everything against Alex that ladies have said multiple times, I mean, if that's the case, HB, you need to be in the fire. We're going to hold everything accountable. If this is accountability court and everything that somebody has done on this side of TikTok, oh, you did this on March the 3rd at 4:45. Like, please, I'm not understanding that because nobody's perfect. At the end of the day, she has a point of view about an opinion. She's going
Well,
to
I ain't
she's going to
talking to
say
no
her piece and
Tommy
she's
yet.
going to get down.
But this is Alex's case, so this is about Alex. So I am talking about Alex.
Yeah, so am I. I
But
mean, it
HB
wasn't
has
a
always
deflection.
been
That was an
getting money
example.
from
I'm
people.
sorry.
People have always been giving HB money and gifting HB and doing all of that for HB. If that's her thing, then that's her thing. You can't police what someone else gets. But when you're on here acting like I'm not, you're poor, you're uneducated, I have money. One thing you can't do is call me
That's
broke.
after somebody has came up to her. Like, she doesn't just come on the panel, oh, all of y'all are poor, all of y'all
No,
this. Like, she doesn't do that.
no.
It's the
Alex
topic
is
at
not,
hand
it's not
after being
everyone
dropped,
attacking
after
Alex and
somebody not
Alex
hearing
is
her
the
out.
victim.
That's
That's
her
not how that
reaction.
works. That's not how that goes. That's a lie.
Who are you to say how it
You can't be
goes?
up here asking for money from the same people you told they need the electric chair and
She
that they
only
a
does
bunch of
that to people who
raccoons.
attack her. They attack her first.
No,
All right, so the
no,
message,
she's
hold
not.
Thank you
on.
so
No,
much,
that's
Drop. They
not what
attack her
happens all
first
the
because she
time.
has a
No,
point
that's
of
Hold
view
not
one
about
moment,
true.
it.
y'all, because I ain't gonna lie. This coming in quick, so I want to make sure I'm not missing. I appreciate y'all patience, but it was said to bring Rose back so she can eat them up. Another message is said, because Alice called people dumb and stupid, but want money. So just wanted to get these messages out the way. Y'all can go ahead.
I do
So her
want to
favorite line
say,
is, "You can call me a lot of things, but you can't call me broke."
so I do want to say that the day that Alex came into Motaz Live, I think we were in Motaz Live, and she came into the live and we were asking her what was going on, like how she went about it. And I'm the way I'm trying to word it correctly because I don't want it to come off like we were tone policing her because we really weren't. But the way that she went about it, the energy was just different. Like we were like, okay, what's going on? She was like, I need help. I need money. This is my cash app. Do I need to drop it in the comments? Like, it was just dry. Like, I don't know how to, you would have to have been in there to understand why that shit was like, okay, so what's happening? She was just like, I just need help. Nothing. I just need help. Like, and we was like, okay, but Alex, help us understand like what's happening. Like, you sound like something's going on. Like, it sounds like it's heavy. Do you not want to talk about it? You want to talk about it back end? Like, even Bray was like, okay, let me see if we need to talk. Like, she was like, are y'all gonna help or not? Like, whoa, what you mean? Like, Alex, hold on, slow down, baby. Like, and we wanted to help. But we were like, whoa, like, is you gonna help or not? So this is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean. We was like, wait, well, help us understand like what's going on. And maybe the tone maybe is not the word. Maybe it should have been the way that she was expressing it. Maybe it was the communication of it. Maybe that's a better way to put it. Maybe it wasn't the tone. Maybe that's the wrong word to use.
Are you
maybe
trying to say the word approach?
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. The approach. I don't have the right word
That was
for it.
after Manny's live, right? Where she was already feeling attacked.
Yes.
Okay, so it's after Manny's live. So she was already on 10 when she got to that.
Play the clip because all you do is just lie and talk. Play the clip and you're out of breath at this point. Play the clip.
Rose, why she got smoke for you? What you do to her?
I don't know.
Jose is full of shit. All she does is come in lives and take over. Look at that. She talks more than the case going on. Wonderful person coming on. You shut up. Who's talking to you?
Shut up, because I'm
use a better
tired of you. I'm
AI.
already tired of you. Shut up, girl.
She use a better AI.
Shut up.
Come
If you
on, be
can't
for
prove
real.
what
Be
she
for real.
did to you,
She
then
use a
shut
better
up.
AI. She's
God,
no.
I
Rose is a
am
liar.
tired of you. Shut
Martha, you
up.
can't prove
Are
that
you on
Shut
oxygen? I take it talking to you. You're on oxygen,
Shut
baby.
up.
That's all it is. She
Y'all,
just don't like
shut
her.
mute. Go on mute, both of y'all.
You go on mute. I can't even
Go
hear
on mute.
you.
I'm
You're still
tired
on
of both
low.
of
Your
y'all.
oxygen tank is
Both
running
of
low,
y'all with your
baby.
same
Your
rerun
oxygen tank is
BS.
running low,
Go on mute.
baby.
Mute yourself, Icy.
Mute
Mute
yourself,
please.
baby.
I am tired. Listen.
Drop me
Go
if you're
on mute.
tired. Drop me if you're tired,
Bring
babe.
that stuff
Martha,
Drop
to
you
your
didn't
me.
even
own
have to get
panel
into it.
with
You
your
could have just
BS.
let those
Bring
two
that
ladies
BS
do
to
what
your
they
own
did. That
No,
wasn't
panel.
shut
even your
up.
business.
Drop
You
me
was
if
talking
you
about
drop
everybody
me.
your
Shut
business.
it. Shut it.
And
You
probably you
always
don't want to
Shut
talking
use your
into
money
this
because
type of
you
shit.
need to
You
use
got
a
a
breast
bad
it up.
breath,
surgery on
bitch.
your
Shut it
fucking
up.
balls that
You
you
so
so stuck in
bad
Shut
for
it
between your legs
up.
using an AI.
I bet
Your
you
Shut
only
titties
it
are
got
bigger
about
up.
than your
10
fucking
seconds and you're
face.
going to
Shut
pass
it
out.
up.
But
Shut
you want to
up.
get into people
Shut
arguing.
it up.
Yeah,
Shut
shut
it
it. I
up.
can't even hear you. Are you
Shut it
talking?
up.
You
Are you
can't hear me
talking to
because she don't
me?
got
Shut
no
it
goddamn
up.
teeth in her fucking mouth.
Are you
Shut it
talking to
up.
me?
Don't worry about what teeth I got in my mouth. You need to
I
worry
didn't say
about
your
what's
teeth.
in
I
my
said the
bank
dick that was
account.
hanging between your
Shut
legs. That's what
up.
I said. I didn't say anything
Shut
about the
it.
teeth in
Shut
your
it.
mouth.
Shut
That's
it.
how you know you're
Shut
wearing
it. Mute
dentures.
yourself so
Stop
I can
talking to
talk,
me.
please.
Stop talking to
Mute
me.
yourself.
Stop
Mute
talking to
yourself.
me.
Mute yourself. Thank you.
Could you
Bella, I
imagine?
wanted to say this.
Could you hold on real quick, Mother?
On
Real
this
quick,
app,
Mother.
you are not entitled to anyone's money, anyone's love, anyone's respect. You're entitled to nothing on this app. Like living in the United States, you're entitled to nothing. If you want to get money from people, if you want to get gifts, then maybe you need to act nice. Maybe you need to see what other people do to get gifts, and then you will get them. Stop crying over
Oh,
what
you're
other
not
people
entitled to
get.
anything, but you
Shut
just
it
made
up,
Alex's
girl.
point.
Shut
You
it
just
up.
made
Shut
Alex's
it
point.
up.
You
Shut
just
it
made
up.
her point.
Shut it up.
You
Mute
just
until I
made her
get done.
point. You're
Mute till
pissing me
I
off.
get done.
Shut your
Mute till
mouth.
I get done, stupid.
What are you talking
Mute
about?
till I
You get
get
those
done,
balls off your
stupid.
mouth, and then you can talk
Mute
a
till
little bit
I
louder,
get done,
Grandma. Nobody
stupid.
can hear you. You're
Mute
out of
till I
breath. Your
get
oxygen
done,
is out.
stupid.
Your
Shut
metformin
it
is running
up,
a little bit low.
stupid.
Be for
Shut
real.
it up,
Be for
stupid.
real. Nobody's talking to
Shut it
you.
up,
Nobody's talking to
stupid.
you. I was not
Shut up.
talking to you.
Shut
You're
up. I'm
stupid.
talking the
You
same way
sound
you
dumb.
are.
I wasn't
What
talking
were
to
you
you.
saying, Rose?
I
Because
wasn't
I'm
talking to you.
ignoring her.
I wasn't talking to you.
Shut it up, stupid.
That's all you got? Shut
Like
it
I
up,
said.
All right,
stupid.
so hold on, because I got quite a bit cash apps to read, y'all. So this cash app is for HB. It says, tell HB her new fave CA person says, wake it up. All right. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, girl. You got a fan.
Yes, person, I did get your CA, but it failed and it returned back. So yeah, you can send the questions to Bella. I'm trying. I'm looking for a place in here. Go ahead.
Could you
Ooh, it's
imagine?
this one. It says how much to drop Zay, HB, the entire show, fake ass hoes. Ooh, this one says Morilla and Drop. Did y'all give Alex the $600? I don't think Drop really had much. Okay, let me focus. Can you play the clip displaying her attitude, please? Yeah,
Play the clip. And then can you find the clip about where Alex was actually responding back? That's literally what it was.
Good. Love you, baby. Thank you.
And I don't know
wait,
what the
wait,
fuck Rose
hold
is
on.
talking about
First
because
of all,
Rose's shit don't make
hold
sense.
on,
It's like a
y'all, real
whole.
quick. So I just got another drop for somebody. It says her 5 minutes up. Who was that for? I don't want to assume. Just send the name of the
For
person.
Icy. That's for Icy Bliss.
Thank you, sweet and swift. I
You
love
big
you.
fat. Maybe you should use that for a gym membership next time instead of dropping me.
Oh, damn. Sorry, the Bailiffs had to come and
Oh,
get you.
she thought that was me that paid that?
What's up, Braid?
Bella, let them know that I didn't send you shit for that bitch.
Real quick, guys.
Yeah.
Go ahead. My bad.
No, you cool. I ain't gonna hold you. It is messy as fuck today.
I didn't do nothing to her, y'all.
Coming like
It's because I
crazy.
laughed.
My bailiffs, they are dropping in the audience what my cash app is, so y'all can go ahead send messages because it is a lot going on. I might not be able to get y'all messages, but I'm definitely going to see them right here. So hit the CA. I'll gladly read out your messages. If you need somebody up out of here, out the courtroom, we will have them get escorted up out of here. So we do have the kingdom in here. Y'all know what to do.
I will say that it's crazy that she said I was taking over. However, while she was up here, no one could speak, only her. That's very interesting. I think it was the pot meets kettle. Icy, find something else better to do, baby. You're not unlocking your character with me. You look crazy and like a fan. Next.
All right, so I see it is going to be $50 for you to come back, sweetheart. Just to communicate. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all got shit lit. Rose, you got them crunk turned up. It is wild. What's good, Braid?
Just took a little nap, woke up and came over here. I got some messages, but I'm here to listen and be quiet.
Ooh, hold. What was the messages? Was they messy messages?
They said that you was doing your court case. It wasn't nothing bad.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, yeah, y'all. So if y'all not already following Messy Braid, he's a great braider, does his thing. Hit that follow button for Braid as well. He does his shows, whether it's braiding or he just waking the streets up or just chilling in the clouds. Great vibe. Make sure y'all hit that follow button for Braid as well. All right. I think we got the gist of the case with Alex versus Nisha. I'm going to allow y'all. I think we deliberated enough. So I think it's time for the audience to make a decision so we can go ahead and move on. Thank y'all so much for the gifts and taps. All right. Will there be reconcile with Alex and Nisha? Red, yes. Blue, no. Thank you so much for helping clear the gift goals. I also appreciate that as well. Thank you so much. Red, yes for reconcile. Blue, no. There will be no reconcile between Alex and Nisha. Because we definitely took a little bit of time on that case. Didn't anticipate that. So, thank y'all so much for the gifts. So I'm moving a little too fast, y'all. It's a lot. It's just so much that just didn't happen. And I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna keep escalating. So had to start it out a little calm before the storm. So far the majority is saying nah, but we're gonna say and thank you again for the gifts, y'all. Appreciate you. Kim with the gifts. Thank you. All right. So as those votes is coming in, hit that follow button if you are not already following this page. Thank y'all so much for the beautiful gifts. Big or small, they are all appreciated. Thank you kindly. Hit that follow button, y'all. Share the live out to your people. Let them know we over here if they looking for us. All right. So the majority said there won't be no reconcile. They over it. And we gonna move on. So we definitely about to dive into this real quick. I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of us was taken aback with this case that I'm getting ready to announce. This case is definitely Chef versus Bree.